My name's Savannah Cooley. I practice personal injury at the Jacksonville downtown office. And more specifically, I practice only premise liability cases. I started in 2012 with Farah while I was finishing law school in more of the intake specialist department, where I was able to gather information and talk to clients and making sure that they were able to get signed into the appropriate counsel. Once I got my license and started practicing, I was able to really start helping clients medically manage their cases and really making sure that they were able to get a recovery from the insurance companies. For the last 7 to 8 years, I've also been in litigation, where I've primarily focused on getting cases into litigation, getting their discovery, getting their investigations done, and ultimately attempting to try and get to a trial if we don't settle the case. So what is premise liability? You hear the term all the time, and really what's the definition of it? And it's just a property owner is legally responsible to maintain their premise in a reasonably safe condition. So a tort, which is a wrongdoing onto one person, a tort can occur if that landowner fails to maintain their premises, such as, water on the floor or a hole in their ground. And so when someone gets injured, my job is to come in and, one, help them make a recovery against that landowner, and two, hopefully get the medical care that they need. Who's all really on this large team with us when we're trying to fight these big box stores? It's all the way from the very beginning. It's a pre-suit team who's doing the very necessary investigation of a premise case. If you fall, there's photographs, there's video, there's all kinds of different information, including witnesses that need to be recovered. So your pre-suit team is really jumping on the ground, getting all of the information that they can. That way, the rest of the team members, including the litigation attorney, including the ongoing investigators, including all the experts that may come with the case itself, very complicated cases, from HVAC units to ladders malfunctioning to ceiling tiles collapsing. There's always going to be at least a team of 5 to 8 that are on this case in order to try and investigate, get the facts that they need, understand the discovery, take the depositions of the employees or landowners that are there, really working together in order to make sure we can get a recovery for the client. Over the many years of practicing at Farah, and probably anyone can say in any law firm, is the client and making sure that they get the recovery. I can't tell you specifically for me, I've had multiple times where other firms would refuse to take the client's case because there wasn't enough evidence, or it didn't look like a strong liability because they didn't believe the client. And I can tell you, when I'm getting multi-thousands of dollars or $100,000 verdicts on these cases that another firm wouldn't touch, that's the satisfaction of really truly helping a client and making sure that they're heard, and actually finding that one piece of evidence that was hidden and that these big box stores tried to hide, because they're an insurance company. And so finding that and getting that kind of evidence that's brought forward into light after some litigation, it's really the most satisfying part of the job.